We're told by some that it doesn't matter what day of worship we keep. And yet go to some of those same people and tell them you keep the Sabbath and see how they react. Are they reacting like someone who really believes it doesn't matter what day of worship we keep? You know, the reason that Sabbath keepers tend to agitate people is that if you like to believe of yourself as one who obeys God, and you get a weekly reminder that you're not obeying God, it will bother your conscience. If it doesn't matter what day of worship we keep, why was there such effort to change it? Such as the Day of the Sun Edict, 321 AD, Constantine, quote, "On the venerable day of the sun, let the magistrates and people residing in cities rest, and let all workshops be closed." Then you had around 364 the Council of Laodicea, which in Canon 29 said, "Christians must not Judaize by resting on the Sabbath, but must work on that day." Interesting. God says rest, man said work. Then later it says, "If any be found to be Judaizers, let them be anathema from Christ." That canon alone shows they were still Christians keeping the Sabbath. And the power that wrote that canon was enraged and wanted to stamp that out. You read in Revelation 12, verse 17, about the devil being enraged with those that have the testimony of Christ and keep the commandments of God. His ministers today are still enraged with those that keep the commandments of God, all 10 of them. It says in Daniel 7, verse 25, it refers to a power affiliated with Rome that would think to change times and laws. Why bother if the day of worship doesn't matter? Because everybody knows it does matter. If God blessed a day, never unblessed it, and said to keep it, then it does matter. Final point, this week there were few that were mocking law keepers. You know, Romans 2 verse 13 says, "For not the hearers of the law are just before God, but the doers of the law shall be justified." That's Paul. Now they're justified by faith, but if you're not a doer of the law, that means you haven't repented yet. If you haven't repented yet, you are still in your sins. Romans 2 verse 13, "The doers of the law shall be justified." That's Paul, folks. For those of you obeying God and keeping his holy Sabbath, have a blessed, joyous Sabbath. The rest of you, peace all. Bye-bye.